Yeah, Oindamola.
Yeah,
Can you
can you
hear
hear me
me?
now? Yeah, I can hear you
Guys,
clearly.
Mola. So, um, what you all missed was when he joined live, Oindamola said that his sister actually knew me and that there was a day. Please tell them the story again so we can keep. We can.
Yeah, there was a day we saw you at the toll gate and she was really screaming and chasing your car and she was like, that's Daddy's freeze. I'm sure that's Daddy's freeze.
I
And
think
you
I
had to
can remember.
wind down. You had to
I wish
wind down to wave.
down had a conversation with you. Maybe if I had been in her life one way or form, I may have been able to influence something. Because, like you also said earlier on, it is always easier from an armchair to
Yeah,
discuss people's lives. It is when you are inside that it becomes very tough. And if I remember clearly, if that's the same person who is in my mind that was waving, it was, I think, a Corolla or a Camry or something like
yeah,
that.
it was a Corolla.
Yeah, I can remember.
It was a Corolla.
You know, I wish I'd at least stopped her, had a conversation with her. You know, I feel so bad. I never got to speak to her. I never got to meet her in person. You know, this is really, really so sad. So you were telling the story. Please please tell it from the beginning again,
Okay.
so that those, if you can't hear,
So
guys, let us know quickly, because I can't hear.
so there was a guy on your last life that was like ladies just meet guys when they are made and you just want to jump into the relationship because of money, and this had nothing to do with it because when she met this guy, he was nothing. He had
Hmm.
nothing. He had no educational background. He had nothing. She literally provided for him and his family then from what she stole
Wow.
from home. I just want to paint this picture so you know how evil this person is. For somebody that made all this
So she steal from home to give
to
him.
feed him, school fees she gave him. Literally, because we are seven in number. We're five boys and two girls. I can remember my brothers driving all the way to down to Badagry to threaten him, lock him up. Momsy going there to cry and fighting his mother. For it was like a Nollywood, olden days Nollywood movie where
Hmm.
she runs away from home from time to time. Like she just runs away to go and stay in Badagry. Like a proper Jebota child that goes to Badagry to be cutting firewood and fetching water from the stream.
Wow.
Fast forward to when the family could not do anything any longer. So they were going back and forth, back and forth. We go there, we beat him, we lock him up. Momsy goes cry, carry her to prayer. She still runs away. It was back and forth, back and forth, back and forth until he got her pregnant.
Hmm.
They now were in a tight situation. So we called for a meeting and we called him and everything and everything. So a person that keeps running and running and running, they've given all the advice. You dropped out of school, they drop you in school. As they're dropping you in school, you're turning out and you're going to Badagry from the gate of school. You're not even entering school. We're like, since this is the part you want, oh yeah, start it. So he agreed now that he was going to put her in family way since, mind you, there was still nothing.
Hmm.
She went to Badagry, she stayed for a while. They were living off Popsy and Momsy. From there. Then things started to get better for him.
Hmm.
Things started to get better for him. They traveled to South Africa. He traveled to South Africa. They sold like literally all their properties, and he went to South Africa. Things became better. Then he sent for her. Money changed people. I think like there's a saying that money brings the real you out. Like when you have money, it brings you out. So me, as a junior brother, we're close. She was my best friend growing up. Like most of the time she runs away, I always know where she is. Me too, I sneak out of school. If I could carry food from home to give her and talk to her, we cry. And I come back home and just pretend like I have not seen her too. So fast forward to when he sent for her to come to South Africa, yeah? He started, then they had their second child on the way. Then he started to treat her bad, like lock her up in the house. He goes out, doesn't allow her to go out, and all and all and all and all. It was up to his mischievous ways and all. It was that bad that she had to call us that a South African girl was threatening her life. And sorry to say or cause any havoc on the life, but you know how South Africans can be towards Nigerians. We had to send her money from here to bring her back. Fast forward to like a couple months later, he sent money. He bought his house. He sent his brother money. He purchased his first house here, and he came back, and she moved back now. So like they have arrived, and things was all rosy and all. Then he started. This is rich. I call it rich man phase, where you have like multiple women, and you think you have arrived. And the person that stayed there with you, you refuse her to work. He refused her to work. He made her a proper sit-at-home wife. Why she did all this, it was so confusing, because you go there and you talk to her, and she's nodding her head like she can hear you and she's feeling you, and this is going to be the end. Then when you leave, it's just like, what is happening? Then she goes and you see them next minute, they're kissing on the life. Somebody that's treating you really bad. As they progressed, the relationship became more toxic. She started to realize that she has lost a lot to this relationship, and she started becoming aggressive. And like when you stayed with somebody so long and you hate the person so much, and the hatred came when the girl in South Africa that threatened my sister was pregnant for him. That's when the hatred started to build up. And she was like, after all these things I have done for you. Then they were always fighting back and forth, toxic. He hits her. She throws things, like the proper toxic relationship. And I came to them one day. Mind you, I'm younger than the both of them. He's 38, she's 32, I'm 23. And I sat the both of them down and I told my sister that you can't be with somebody you hate. It's either you forgive him or you walk out of this marriage. You can't be with somebody you hate, because this guy has done a lot of damage to you. Like, I was like, what is the height? What do you want this guy to do to you for you to leave? He has followed multiple women that you have seen. They have disrespected you on Instagram. She's always deactivating her Instagram up and down because of unnecessary insults from the girls he follows. And they've been in my comment section since. I don't even care about them. They think life does not. I just told them life does not revolve around Instagram likes and Instagram followers. Some of us don't care about those things. Everything looks good in picture. Everything looks very good in picture. He did all those things to her. I'm not defending my sister had her own faults, because she became very aggressive. When you hate somebody, you're like, I lost my whole life for you. and you're doing this to me. And I told her that if you cannot forgive this guy, walk away. Then she was holding on to this illusion that I always told her that is stupid, that she's in there for her children. This was when they were 3. They became 4 and they became 5.
So she had 5 children.
She has 5 children. My brother is currently in Abuja. His name is Shea Martins. When she had 1, he literally begged her. Family was not together. They were not together. He doesn't know anything about family bonding time, going on vacation with your wife, spending time doing your kids' assignments. Because she was complaining to me that the whole burden of the 5 children are on top of her. She's the one always doing the assignment. And I'm like, when you were marrying this guy, didn't you know the type of person you were marrying? If you want somebody to do your kids' assignment, they marry a literate. Then she goes say, "Now my cross, I go carry her." With his own mouth saying how much of it him. I'm sure you watched Messi's life video.
Yes.
This is after you still had a child outside. This is still Messi not to arrest you.
And what led to the arrest? What was the conversation around the arrest?
The arrest with the Messi.
Oh, Messi wanted to arrest him.
Yes, because Messi purchased a car from him that he did not deliver in time.
Okay, so he and Messi were not dating.
No, not anything I know of.
Not anything I know. Okay, thank God.
No, I know they had a pure business transaction that I know of.
Okay.
Which was the car.
Thank God. I suspected as much.
It was a pure was the car.
Messi's has been clear. Yes.
That's all my
Okay,
sister
so
told me
Messi wanted
was the car transaction.
to
Yes. And he couldn't deliver the car to her on time. And my sister constantly begged Messi in her DMs to be patient.
Wow.
This is supposed to be a bad wife as he's painting it to. I wasn't going to say anything, that phrase. I was going to let this whole case die. But did you immediately my elder sister came to Instagram and was mourning her loss and posting pictures. This guy came and there was no remorse. He started to post videos from nowhere. Fast forward all that, and I'm going to take you to the event of the day that happened that led to all this nonsense. So things are not fast forward to now. Things are not as when you live an extravagant lifestyle that is.
Can I see you? I
don't know. My car light just died.
Please.
We
can't see you again.
Check if the backlight is working. I'm coming. That phrase. Is backlight on? Give me a flashlight. Can you see me now?
Very clearly, Oyinda. Sorry.
So fast forward to when you have when you live an extravagant life and you party with the likes of them, Davido that is a trust fund kid. You cannot. and he was very frustrated. Now, my sister, like she has always said, she's always coming to us that she wants to. Okay, let me play you a scenario. Yeah, there was one time they had a fight, and she said she was done with the marriage and she wanted to divorce. So my elder sister bought her a flight ticket with her 5 children to come to Abuja and stay with her while they finalized the divorce. Do you know this guy, this IVD guy, messaged her at midnight that he was at the club and somebody poisoned his drink and he thinks he's about to die and he's going to die if she does not come. My sister left Abuja, we did not even know, and vanished. Literally vanished to meet this guy. And she was up and down Lekki looking for him up, and I have videos of that event too. She was up and down, driving up and down Lekki looking for this guy, only for him to be in an hotel, and was shouting at her that why is she looking for him up and down? Is she the only one with husband? Fast forward to the scenario of now, yeah. Things are trending at the club. My brother was like the one in Abuja. She was like, oh yeah, leave him. Just leave him and pack your things away from the home and come to family. We'll figure things out as family. She feeling cheated now that I have given you almost 30 years of my life. I have nothing to show for it. I don't have a job. I don't have work. She has no money of her own. She's not a materialistic person. All those money, if you go to his page, there was one time he did birthday for her that he gave her bundle of dollars in the carton. She returned everything back to him in my front. Me will be the brother herself. She no give me kobo inside the money. She gave her husband everything.
They said lost sound again. Can you mute your mic and unmute?
Okay.
Hold on. They can't hear you again.
I've done that. Can you hear
Now
me now?
hold on. What I'm going to do is I'm going to save this as part 1.
Yeah.
So I'm going to come back again as part 2. I don't know what's happening. You need to. What phone are you using? Are you using iPhone or Android?
iPhone.
Okay. Close your Instagram and open it again.
Okay, no problem.
Let me save it and come back.